Hello everyone. Well, I know we're all ready for this winter storm to be over with, and we're certainly past the peak of it, but we still got a little bit more to go. So let's walk you through the rest of this thing and notice improvement in the southern part of the state. Now just talking about scattered activity, but still widespread activity across northern Wisconsin. And yes, we're still talking about freezing rain and sleet in southern Wisconsin. That's what's indicated by the purple. I will say a little bit more on the sleet side this morning than the freezing rain side, but still some freezing rain occurring in spots. Breezy everywhere in Wisconsin, gusts 20-25 miles per hour, so already a wind chill factor, and the winds are only going to be increasing this afternoon, so a wind chill factor throughout the day. And notice in northern Wisconsin, it's mostly light to moderate snow, but as indicated by those dark shades of blue, still some pockets of heavy snow as well. Now, I think the significant time is going to be 11 a.m. this morning. At 11 a.m., the chance for heavy snow going away, the chance for freezing rain and sleet coming to an end. At this point, it'll be all snow, even in southern Wisconsin. And notice that, especially in southern Wisconsin, I think we're just talking about isolated activity for the rest of the day. We'll still call it for a few more hours scattered snow showers in the northern part of the state, but you can tell a big difference from 8 a.m. this morning now that we're at 11 a.m. And if you're wondering about how much more freezing rain is there going to be, again, more sleet than freezing rain. At the most, though, we're talking about a couple hundredths of an inch of additional freezing rain, like 0.01, 0.02, and that's going to be it. So we passed the peak of the ice storm and soon to be past the peak of the snow as well. But of course, we want to get all of the snow out of here. So how long is that going to take? Well, let's jump ahead now to 2 o'clock. And anywhere in the state, there could be some isolated snow showers, but notice a lot of gaps showing up. So not a guarantee any snow will be coming down at 2 o'clock, but it's still a possibility. And though temperatures may warm a little bit in the northern part of the state as the main area of snow moves out, I actually think temperatures are going to come down a little bit this afternoon in the southern part of the state as some colder air works in. So 2 o'clock this afternoon, notice low to mid 30s in the southern part of the state, but just upper teens, low 20s as you go to the north, and not feeling this warm because we're talking about gusts 30, 35 miles per hour. So you can take 10 degrees off these temperatures, and that's what it's actually going to be feeling like. By the time we get to 5 o'clock, it's just going to be flurries. Now, I will say, because it's still going to be windy, particularly in the central and northern part of the state, even though it's just going to be flurries at 5 o'clock, what we're going to be dealing with is blowing snow. All the snow that's on the ground is going to be blow around. So even though it's just going to be flurries, visibilities are probably going to be reduced more than usual. We're just dealing with flurries because it's going to seem like there's a lot more snow because of all the snow that's being blown around with the windy conditions. So keep that in mind in central and northern Wisconsin, not dealing with blowing snow so much in the southern part of the state where it was all that freezing rain and sleet, but blowing snow central and northern Wisconsin. 8 o'clock this evening, now we're just talking about spotty flurries. In fact, for the northwestern part of the state, probably done with the flurries. I do think the flurry activity is going to come to an end from northwest to southeast. So we're seeing Kenosha probably the last to see the spotty flurries come to an end. And by the time we get to the evening hours, past the worst of the wind, but still breezy, so still a wind chill factor. And I do think finally, midnight tonight, the flurries are out here. Notice some gaps showing up in the clouds. So we talked about how much freezing rain is still to go, which is only a couple hundredths of an inch. How much more snow are we going to see by midnight tonight? Well, notice for southern Wisconsin, we're talking about a dusting to a quarter of an inch at most, maybe a half an inch. Again, the place that saw the most snow in southern Wisconsin yesterday, around Baraboo, Portage, Beaver Dam, maybe about another half an inch to go. La Crosse, Winona, Rochester, about another inch to go. Wausau, Green Bay, about 1.5 inches. Chippewa Falls, about 2.5 inches still. And look at Rhinelander, another 3.5 inches to go before it all comes to an end. But at least it will finally come to an end. And now we got to talk about how cold it's going to get tonight. So all the activity gone by midnight, but temperatures are going to keep on dropping. And notice 16 in Kenosha, but look at the temperatures below zero up to the north and west with all that fresh snow on the ground and the clouds breaking up. Temperatures tumbling. Now, the good news in northern Wisconsin, not as much wind as in southern Wisconsin, but that means there's definitely going to be a wind chill factor in the southern part of the state. And I got to say, with temperatures this cold, even though winds only around 10 miles per hour, it's still enough for a wind chill factor in northern Wisconsin as well. So let's talk about what it's going to feel like very late tonight, early tomorrow morning. This is what you need to be prepared for as you head out the door tomorrow morning. Feeling like 7 in Kenosha, and that is the warm spot. 0 in Madison, and then look at -10, the wind chill in La Crosse, -10 in Rhinelander, and -13 is what it's going to be feeling like early tomorrow morning in Chippewa Falls. So what about the afternoon? Well, below normal temperatures across the board. And I do think the morning hours, fortunately, are going to be dry, probably partly cloudy skies, but guess what? The cloud cover increasing in the afternoon. And I hate to say it, but yes, a snow chance coming back again. Now, I do think afternoon we're going to see an area of snow. You see those snow showers I've got in Mankato, Rochester? It looks like there's going to be an area of scattered snow showers that's probably going to peak over us during the evening hours. But I got to mention, especially in the western part of the state, some isolated snow showers creeping back in the late afternoon activity, probably peaking during the evening hours on Friday and then all coming to an end late Friday night. And the other thing I got to mention, I know these temperatures are below normal tomorrow afternoon, and I mentioned that there's going to be a wind chill factor in the morning tomorrow, but the winds are going to keep decreasing. And actually, in the afternoon tomorrow, winds are only going to be around 5-10 miles per hour, so you don't have to worry about a wind chill factor when we hit these high temperatures in the afternoon. And though we do have that snow chance, it's going to peak scattered snow showers Friday evening. I think we're only talking about dusting, 1/10 of an inch, 1/4 inch. That's going to be it. And then it's back to dry conditions on Saturday and yes, warmer temperatures as well.